You find it hard to be objective. Sometimes you must hear such awful stories. How do you maintain that objectivity?
I really don't think I have a choice. Like, you listen, not everything your client says is going to be achieved, or not everything your client is looking for is going to be achieved. You have to be realistic to maintain your objectivity. You know, you hear the kind of barstool stories of people saying, well, I'm going to get half of everything, just as an example. You're not necessarily going to get half of everything. So I'm going to maintain my objectivity to make sure that you're not going to be under any illusions that it's going to be exactly as you think it's going to be. So you have to maintain that going forward. You do.
What about, for say, somebody who mightn't be able to afford to live in a different house?
Okay, so you do get situations where you have same house, different households. So one of the couple, they can't move out. They're in a joint property with a joint mortgage. There's no wiggle room in that respect. So the real world is coming into the emotional fallout of the family law situation as well. The bank is the big issue, they can't move. So what you have is, you have two people, marriage is gone, they can still apply. It's one house, two separate households. So they can still apply for the divorce. It can be worked out in that way.
Are most cases that you deal with hostile?
So hostilities definitely come to the surface when egos are bruised or things that people have done in the past are brought up, and I think that you can reduce the hostility by maintaining proper management of every family law case that comes in. There's an emotional undercurrent to every family law case, but I think it's up to you as a family law solicitor to ensure that the hostility levels don't get to such a level that the client then is missing out on what they actually really wanted from the off.
How do you get a divorce in Ireland?
Okay, so to get a divorce in Ireland, there are specific timelines that are set down. So you have to be living separate and apart for 2 out of the 3 previous years before you can make an application to the courts for a divorce. You don't have to have a judicial separation beforehand. Some people think you do. You don't. Just so long as you're separated for 2 out of the previous 3 years, you can then apply for your divorce in the Irish courts.